Heyo, y'all. Welcome to WatchaMania. This is your AEW Collision Fyter Fest, Duluth, Georgia, August 26, 2023. Watch along and live reactions. I'm your host, Abby Devin. How y'all doing? Hope your weekend's been good to you. I'm in a very lax vibe in the moment. It's kind of cruising. Which I feel like is going to change shortly because we're here. We're like on the cusp of the show. What's up, Dara? How goes it, fam? How you doing? Hope your Saturday's good. It will. It really will. It's gonna ramp up quickly. We got a hell of a lineup tonight. Y'all see this shit? Ah, I normally am. I'm so used to being past the 5-minute mark because I start earlier than this normally. That's on me. Oops. Yes. Yeah. It seems to be that one of those times where when it rains it pours. Rest in peace, Bob Barker. Truly a legend in his own right, in his own field. You will be missed. No. Looking at the card, yeah, we got quite a few things lined up. In fact, this is one of the most stacked collisions in terms of like segments announced. There are 10 different match / segments announced. One of them including that 8-man tag match. Allin can't come quick enough. Right? That's really a great way to put it. It looks like a Dynamite card to be honest. Doesn't it just? It's almost like it was in the same building as Dynamite. And it's interesting. I thought this might have been a collision that Punk avoided, but I feel like this is almost to stand against the detractors a bit. Oopsie, my bad. I'm gonna have to adjust it again once I hit Zeo Nord, which I should do now, actually. I'm gonna fire that bad boy up. It's about time we do just that. Turn on Nord. Nord's coming. Oh. Rise, Nord. All hail the Nord. Greetings, Lone Star. How goes it, friend? Welcome, welcome. Air just in time. I'm going to hit some turbulence, unfortunately, for the moment, so do bear with me as we hit some buffering. Those on view on the VOD, you should experience a couple of frame drops, and then bam, we're where we're at present time. So, fret not, my friends. Just give me a moment. As soon as I complete the transport, let's come on. Let's take it a little. I am waiting until the very last second. I should probably pause this music. For those of you who are following on the Discord, do apologize. Right into the intro. Saturday. Unless there was no promo soon. Saturday. Alright, 1 second while I shut down. One more sleep.
Here we are, Collision, Duluth, Georgia, right outside Atlanta. And the action is going to be hot. We will give you sweet dreams before we wake up in London on a Sunday afternoon. Kevin Kelly and Caprice Coleman filling in for Nigel McGuinness. It is great to be with you, my friend. What an honor.
Okay. Kevin Kelly and Caprice Coleman. That's going to be an interesting pairing.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the FTW champion, Jack Perry.
Word the bell.
A lot has been written and said about Jack Perry, the
I see.
champion. He claims that he is going to
Okay,
bury the
so,
title
right.
once and for all here on Collision.
Also, everyone, before we really get started in here, you could be so kind. Please do drop a thumbs up on this video, especially early on here in the video. The better. It really helps us out. I'm going to try and get as much momentum as we can going into Allin, because we're only 14 subs out from the 200 goal, y'all. We only got like 4 days left. Can we do it? He's canceling it. I love how that podium is like many times the weight of the belt,
You wanted attention, young man. You got it.
right?
But he's acting like he really cares.
If someone tuned out of AEW in like April, they and tunes back in, they'd have no idea what's going on with Jack right now. He's so different. Hey Zoe, how goes? Welcome, welcome. Hope you're doing well on this fine evening.
God, these things are never easy. You know, as the greatest FTW champion to ever live, I felt a personal responsibility to come out here and say a few nice words about this title.
How you been doing? I'm doing pretty good. I'm pretty chill at the moment.
It had its
I've had
ups and
quite a
downs. It was misunderstood at times.
all over the place day. Gotten some lax gaming, and now here we are. What are they chanting at him?
You know, I'll tell you what. This thing has grown near and dear to my heart. Because in 100 years, when they look up FTW in the history books, there's going to be a picture of my face right next to it.
100 years. Like,
But you know what? Instead of being sad that it's over, I think that we should remember the good times. Guys, go ahead and play the tape.
the saying was right there, dude.
Oh, give me a break.
Bro, what? What?
It's like the total opposite of what
The title got a tan. No wonder it's so bronze. Oh, wow. This is great. But what about...
That was beautiful.
This video is so
What a
great.
beautiful legacy
Which...
that will be left behind by this title thanks to me. And you know what?
Got the title
I think that
close at all
it's
times.
finally time
Good evening, Todd.
that
Welcome.
we send this title to a better place. Has he got a casket or something? He's got a sledgehammer. What the hell?
I really do, Todd. That's... Ooh, that's...
No,
I absolutely do. It's hard to not
that title is represented.
just keep thinking back to it. What is...
What is happening?
You can't destroy that championship because I am the FTW championship. The FTW championship is my bloodline. You stole something very important from me. I'll be back for what's mine.
Nobody's seen him until now. There we go.
Oh, there he is. There he is. Man, now I'm... Yeah, it's odd. I absolutely miss it. That... Who this... Here we go.
The betrayal of Jack Perry. Hook trusted nobody, wanted no
Just
part.
broke that leg in.
Up his heart a little bit to Jack Perry, who stabbed him right in the back, and now Hook, who we haven't seen nor heard from since. Yeah, but he looks good, Kelly. Oh man. T-Bone.
Oh. Oh, that high collar. Oh, my goodness.
That's FTW style.
Yeah, go that cement.
Sunday. What? Okay.
Oh, that might hit him hard.
Wembley Sunday. Hook versus Jack Perry. You gotta believe that FTW title is gonna be coming back to Hook. Jack Perry pays the price, but he will see Hook.
But what if he lose? Oh, it's on the 0 hour. Okay. Like, they didn't specify any. They just said it right there in the graphic. That's why I was like, oh, okay. I actually did know this because I had to put it on the Predictions League card. And it was listed without any spoiler tag or anything on Cage Match. So that was nice.
Adam Cole, the second name that we drew, the man who'll be your partner in the tournament, MJF. Good luck, partner. And the Blind Eliminator Tournament has united two of the biggest single stars, the AEW World Champion MJF, former three-time Ring of Honor World Champion Adam Cole. I made you a promise that after our match with FTR, win, lose, or draw, I'd give you a shot at the Triple B. You don't deserve just any match. You deserve the match.
Crazy that MJF really did that out of genuinity. For so long, I was questioning if this was just some 4D chess move, but this is really genuine, trying to be a good guy, MJF. And it's actually kind of genius in a way, because this is perfect timing leading up to 2024. Zoe, aw. I'm sorry to hear that. No worries. You're good. I was just asking you how your weekend has been, how your Saturday has been to you. And I said something along those lines, DMs earlier, but I did not get a chance to see it before.
You know I couldn't have you here with me, Caprice, on a Saturday night of Collision without something special. And how about this, the international champion? I'll tell you what, Orange Cassidy is a treat all by himself.
Jesse hit me with a really powerful image. I just went to go check my Discord now that I said that, and I got a DM from friend, and it was it's an homage piece of Brody and Bray. Drop it on the Discord in the talking segments for those you want to see. Oh, Todd, you already know. I could give you the link right now to that Watchalong. That's happened. I'm making sure to, in fact, it's gonna drop it. Well, no, it's already said it there. Say it loud.
Probably one of the best entrances in pro wrestling. The hype, the energy, it's all there. Look around, everybody.
There we go.
Because they know the Lucha
Honestly, I'm impressed at how quickly I got there.
is gonna be electric.
Well, it's cool that we're getting this match this early, though.
One of the most interesting stories.
Bray Wyatt was not my favorite star. I wasn't a super fan of Bray Wyatt. I really appreciated what he brought to the industry and how genuinely kind of a person he was. The quality of creative that he wanted to bring to pro wrestling was innovative to someone like myself who really wants to be a creative writer, an artist, professionally. And so he resonates with me in that regard. I did enjoy his work, in-ring and character-wise, but I wouldn't, like, if you were to ask me to name my top 5 favorite superstars, I don't think he would be on that list. He would just barely miss the cut, but that's not to disregard his quality or anything like that. That's just me being honest. I'm not going to... There are so many people he resonated with on a much deeper level than even that, and I'm not going to try and undermine that by being like, oh yeah, he was my favorite, if it wasn't the case. Yes. Just as Zoe say in chat, please do drop thumbs up. Helps us lots.
Phoenix being hurt, assaulted the way that he was.
Yeah, get well soon. Stadium stampede.
Did I say all-star match? No, this is the trios match.
Yes, you can. It's just amazing the way this game. It's the conversation conversation I have with my sons
Yeah,
every
safety.
day.
You can add anything, man. It's cool the way video games are now, man. It's unlock the stadium stampede. Don't fight forever now.
Okay, so my guilty
He did have his title with him. You know what? I didn't even really acknowledge that. I saw him come out with the belt, but I was caught up in my tirade.
Tell anybody. Hey, you just told a lot of people. What?
I've been calling Kip Sabian matches since he was a young man just starting his career in England.
Oh. When he shoves somebody doing it, it's so disrespectful.
Penta.
I love that Bryce is holding him back, like, watch it, buddy. Watch it.
Bell sounds. We are officially underway.
I said, fuck you, Phil, I'm on Collision. I noticed that this is a very different Collision in that regard. We have Eddie Kingston on here. CM Punk is on here, even though it was in the same building as Dynamite. And the scrap is on. Eddie Kingston out here fighting 2/3 of his former family. Y'all remember that from 2020? The Eddie Kingston family? With the Lucha Bros and Butcher and the Blade? Very interesting stable it was. We scrapping.
Double team here in the ring.
Now like Orange Cassidy.
Kip Sabian wanted to throw Orange Cassidy right here into our desk. Double team from the Butcher and the Blade.
All right, I think we're starting to get things set up. Okay, there was a tag. I heard a tag called for. I believe it was Penta just tagging in. I think Butcher or the Blade's got to get out though.
So much heat, so much emotion, drama.
You know what? Penta doesn't seem to mind.
You talk about the stadium.
He's here for it.
80,000 people.
Oh,
It's a huge stadium.
dropped his neck on Butcher's knee. Y'all saw that? That was
Stadium that has
that could have been really rough.
they have never seen anything like Allin.
It's so awesome to be a part of a company that's literally making history. Oh my God.
Oh, that sucked.
Bryce Remsburg did not see what could have been a disqualifiable offense against Penta. Orange Cassidy dives on top. Sabian crashed to the floor.
The countdown. Neato. Probably won't catch that. Especially because the majority of it's going to be shown on the 0 hour tomorrow anyways.
And the shoulders are down. Wait
Oh.
a second, reversal there.
Kip Sabian reminding everybody.
I would love for this to lead to Kip Sabian, of all people, getting the international title win, because he's been chasing that belt pretty much since its inception, over a year ago.
Cassidy now will poise to strike.
Oh, sick. Almost broke a toe there.
Orange Cassidy
Ooh, the Blade was right there watching his back, and it worked out for him.
and the Butcher and the Blade put the double team down. Look who's there to pick up the scraps. Almost.
This is where the tag team cohesion could come in. Butcher and the Blade working well together.
I mean, if, you know,
Tag and win.
kayfabe's to believe all shows are live.
Usually it's Orange
Orange Cassidy's got it rough here.
outweighted him.
But it's about
Gonna go from Kentucky back down to Georgia, literally 24 hours later, and have this match.
they're going to have to learn before the pay-per-view or they're going to get beat at the stadium stampede.
And obviously, Stadium
I agree, Dar. Ooh, Roosh, that's actually a great call.
violent showcase.
Locked.
Oh my goodness, that's an awesome call. Roosh come back and just wipe out Orange Cassidy. The best friends get laid out by the faction. Faction,
Orange
rather.
Cassidy, one of the fightingest champions.
My favorite Bray Wyatt match would be his strap match with Bryan Danielson at Royal Rumble 2020. Another one right up there would be the second match against the between the Wyatts and the Shield. His match with Undertaker, I enjoyed, even though I feel like he should have won it. And of course, Firefly Funhouse match is just an all-timer in professional wrestling. You either love it or you hate it, but it's an iconic cornerstone of this industry, and I don't think anybody can say otherwise.
When you're the Butcher,
Big clunk. TKC. Fucking get along for once, or none of y'all are going to be booked to win. Right? Although, if Punk is the tyrant to be believed that we may believe him to be, he would have just been like, yeah, sure, you'll book Wembley without me. What you getting in Bryce's face? I'd be careful, though. Bryce is not to be trifled with. Oh, he laid that. He left his leg there. Just let the ripple. Let the ripple ring over. It's going to be Hook, isn't it? I saw the graphic there, and I just crossed my mind. I'm like, wait, who did we see kind of make a surprise return already? Hook. Why would we want to spoil that? What if it's just Hook again? Honestly, you know what? I don't even care. I mean, I normally don't like it being the guess I know it's going to be because that ruins, like, that doesn't feel like a surprise if it ends up if I end up being right. But hell yes, I want it to be him now. Yes. So a lot of people in that match I want to see him in there with. In fact, I'm almost going to be disappointed if it's not Hook now. Meanwhile, Orange Cassidy getting the ass whooping. In other words, it's an Orange Cassidy match. Back for another stream. Welcome, Speak Titan. How goes, fam? Hope you've been well. What's up, Zachary? How goes it, dude? Watch him next. Trying to slow it down with a bear hug. Blade out here acting like Butcher.
We are back on AEW Collision. This is trios action on the final stop before Allin. Tomorrow, live on pay-per-view, Orange Cassidy desperately...
Actually, it's crazy. That stable from 2020 I mentioned earlier, 4 of the 5 people are in this match. What are we going to do on this stream? We are watching along to AEW Collision, my friend. It is airing currently on TNT Network. If that's something, if you have cable or satellite, or YouTube TV, whatever the case may be, if you can view TNT. Or, likewise, you can jump over into the WatchMania Discord and into the gorilla position, and I can broadcast the stream to you. You been following AEW as of late, Speaker Titan? No, we're going to get a triple team. I think Orange Cassidy needs to really avoid this. Okay. Like, if he takes this, then I'm going to have a hard time believing they win. Even though I know that's what's coming. It's got to be, right? Like, literally, pay-per-view match tomorrow. Nice sling blade. I get you, Speaker. We were just talking about that. It hit rough. I just finished watching the SmackDown from last night, a friend earlier, and that ending bit really hits. The whole show really did, but the ending bit especially so. Let's go, Eddie and Butcher. Okay, Butcher wants the scrap. He wants to see what Eddie picked up in Japan. Rest in peace, Bray, yes. Whoever left. Yeah, and I see a lot of people saying that Santana and Ortiz are Blackpool Combat Club now, and I'm refraining from that declaration until they say so themselves, because I'm pretty sure Proud and Powerful are just aligned with them is in an enemy of my enemy thing, and also the fact that they were previous allies. Then again, they have bled with BCC, literally in blood and guts. So let's go. Machine gun chops. Oh, nope. You're getting some now too, buddy.
That's right. Butcher's gonna break it up. G1 Climax.
Yes, Todd. Both of them, in fact. The thing here should indicate it. But it is kind of small, so if you're not on desktop, I understand it not being very visible. But yes, be watching Payback. Instead of a Collision watch-along stream, we'll be doing a delayed Collision watch party. Yo! The Orange Punch Made in Japan combo was sick. Short forearm. Yeah, he's done. Done. Solid dub. But yeah, we're going to be doing a delayed Collision watch party on the Discord right afterwards instead. And yes, then we'll be doing All Out the next day. It's going to be a busy weekend for wrestling, especially here at WatchaMania. Yes, Eddie with the belt. I love seeing it. I hate that I just kind of talked over it earlier, even though I was making a point.
It's not about a one-loss record. It's as personal a match as you will ever see, folks. And it will take place
Yes, Payback is, in fact, 1 week from tonight.
all in London tomorrow.
And it's looking like it's going to be a fairly decent card, I'll say. I don't know, Speaker Titan. Especially because the last time they were both in the same ring together, Jimmy was like, I don't give a damn about you. This isn't for you. But that is something to say. Why'd I pause that? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. That's not what I meant to do. I meant to do that. But yeah, I'm not sure if I mean, he could turn around. He could change his mind now that all happened. You're like, you know what? Fine. I'll join you. I'll take you up on that offer and go for it. You know, but I'm not sure how long that'll last. You can see through it right now because it's the green one. You know, actually, that's when I think about it, Jimmy joining does seem like a fairly likely beat in this. Like, what else does Jimmy do? You know, they especially because they're advertising Jimmy returns, right? Maybe he says something to make Jay come back around. On the 28th? Oh, you're saying for Monday Night Raw? Nah. I'll be doing a Gablash stream, which is a 1 hour podcast. I'll be kind of focusing on reviewing All In. And then next week I'll be doing it again after All Out, kind of for reviewing Payback and All Out. I wouldn't say reviewing, because that's not exactly going to be the focus of it, but we'll definitely be, you know, all out, like discussion, like post-show discussion. See, you know, how people are feeling after, like in the fallout of it. Oh. But yeah, I typically don't do watch-alongs for weekly WWE television. Just because, like, I don't have the time to commit to all of that, and when I commit to something, I want there to be some key consistency, you know, like AEW, I commit to all AEW stuff, you know. Not for nothing, I do prioritize watching that, like, whereas WWE stuff, there's times where I'll skip things, I'll just, like, kind of catch the gist of it, I'll do other things while watching it. The AEW is always, like, the center focus. It's just, like, my preference. So I play to that. You know? But I would recommend a channel like True Heel Heat. They do watch-alongs for all weekly television. I would suggest checking them out. They're a real fun community. I don't know them or anything. I've just checked in there. They're pretty awesome.
Wheeler, Yuta, the worst of them all.
You sons of bitches broke my mom's van.
It's wild how the parking lot brawl was, in a way, a foreshadowing of Santana Ortiz's return.
And you messed up. this quick. Wembley Stadium. Stadium Stampede. We're not coming
Yeah, ridiculous.
to hug and have fun.
It's good.
No. Best friends. Penta. Kingston. We are coming to hurt you. And we're going to do it for Sue.
Yes. I love this sort of, you broke my mom's van.
Eddie Kingston with a live microphone in his hand.
That's dangerous.
Is a
That's dangerous.
Oh, and even Orange Cassidy knows it.
Orange Cassidy just snatched that right out of his hands.
About this,
He might have saved us on air.
man, a few words.
Orange?
Eddie,
Wait a minute.
Eddie,
Look at this.
Kingston, my compadre, I want you to calm down for just a second. Think through your anger and remember that you made the challenge for Allin. You made the challenge for a stadium stampede, and you told us we could pick any partners we wanted. So why, ask yourself, why are you surprised? A year of pain, a year of struggle, a year of torture, but most of all, a year of realizing who's real and who's not. It all culminates 80,000 people plus Wembley Stadium, baby. Are y'all ready to walk through the fire? Because we live in it.
Wait a minute.
Oh, Eddie isn't waiting for this.
Look at this team.
He's going to find the Blackpool Combat
We
Club.
used to be on it.
And
In my
Claudio,
second match
hold on a
in
second,
AEW.
Caprice.
But look what happened. You turned your back on each and every one of us. And if I was a betting man, I would say that in 1
Hey,
year's time,
Tobias,
the
how
people
goes
you're
it?
in the ring with are not your friends anymore either. That's not your fault, right, Eddie? It is never your
Ortiz
fault.
likes
It's
the
always everybody
hat.
else's fault. Just blame everybody else for your mistakes. You're a hypocrite, Eddie, and you know it.
A wise man once said, you reap what you sow.
Ooh.
Kingston went to
That's all it needs to be said. For those of you who remember when Eddie Kingston beat down Ortiz with the chair after the dissent that was created between the two by the House of Black earlier this year, that was wild. But yeah, who didn't see on WWE last week? I'm sorry? I didn't quite understand the question, Speaker. My bad.
Wait! Where are they? You know where they are. You know where are they? Hey, come here. Where are they, bro? I know you were filming them. Where are they?
Where are they? He is so pissed.
Come here. You want a message? I'm not surprised, Santana and Ortiz. I'm not surprised at all you turned. I get it. I actually respect it. But it doesn't mean I'm not going to gut you up and watch you die in the middle of that ring. That's
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Get out of my way. I know you have a beautiful wife, a beautiful little girl. Get out of my way, John. I don't want to hurt you. Yuta, I'm going to bury you. But Claudio, I'm going to leave you for last. Because you're my sweetheart. I'm going to save you for last. I'm going to burn you. I'm going to make sure you're scarred forever. You guys messed up.
He does realize this is going to be used in court, right?
I don't like him. About 2016.
Gasoline Eddie returns. Oh, yes,
We
Cam.
started making some waves for ourselves, and until that time, Matt and Nick had been the unquestioned kings of tag team wrestling.
Our friend Cody actually came up with the initials on our hit show on YouTube, being the Elite, FTR. At the time, it meant F the Revival.
They started this FTR, the revival.
Claudio, the sweetheart.
You know that's something
And
that's
my
always stuck with
sweetheart.
me, and
That was so
I
deranged.
hold a grudge. I will admit that I hold a grudge, and it's 2023, and I can't say that I'll let go of that grudge.
Of course, it made them furious because we were laughing about it, and we laughed about it because we knew we were better than them.
We never had to acknowledge them. They started taking the shots at us because they were finally questioned as the greatest tag team in the world, and that's carried over. You know, came to AEW almost strictly for that reason, to find out who is the best.
Wembley is where we put the bow on our legacy. FTR versus Young Bucks.
I get you, Lone
Biggest
Star.
tag team match of all time.
These stadium shows, a different beast.
It's scary. It's intimidating. It's so big. You don't realize how big it is until you're in the eye of the storm.
At the end of the day, FTR, Dax and Cash will be the absolute best tag team of all time, bar none. And at Wembley, we prove it.
FTR and the Young Bucks.
I'm not sure.
All in. Nothing
Nah.
else to be said. Live on pay-per-view
I think the
tomorrow.
Bucks getting the win might, from a booking standpoint, be the better call.
The following contest is a tag team match set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first the team of Alex Reynolds and John Silver.
Let's go, making their Collision debut. Join the Dark Order.
Dark Order Silver.
For those of y'all know, that's the subscription. That's the subscription notif. If you got your subscription notifications set to public in your settings, then it'll let us know that you subscribed. That'll go off. It's a fun little gimmick. More fun-loving Silver. He does say some out-of-pocket shit still, but it's like, it's more of like a laughing. You laugh at it in a different way, and not as much. It's definitely not as much. I do kind of miss that. I do kind of miss BTE bit John Silver, but I get that
And their opponents, the
you
team
can
of
stand to get
Darius
up.
Martin
Oh, look at them. They got their own tag entrance?
and Andretti.
That's concerning. That tells me that Dante's going to be out longer than I thought.
Andretti brings to a burgeoning tag team scene.
Why was it their Collision tag team record? Why not just show their AEW tag team record?
Explosive athleticism.
Would it be the same? So even then, it'd be less. I don't know. My editing quirks are peeking out. I dig that Top Flight jersey, though. I don't blame you. I don't blame you, Dara, because admittedly, that was the case for Darius when he was out with both his injuries for a combined time of over a year and a half. You know, out of sight, out of mind is a real thing in pro wrestling.
Man, oh man, it'll be a lunchtime affair.
Yo, I love the emote. Where's the? Sorry, trying to
Andretti with the
adjust my
side
AC
on
here.
John Silver.
Newsflash: you're in South Florida. It's hot.
Man, that power lifter is something else.
I do think this match is going to be some fun in-ring competition, though. Especially if they go all Ring of Honor on us, because you can catch both of these teams featured on Ring of Honor on Thursdays pretty much every week. In some capacity. Last Thursday, in fact, I'm pretty sure both of them had. Well,
Nicely done with the snap there.
if not last week, the week before, both of them were definitely featured. But at least one of them was on last Thursday's episode.
Are you a believer in tag team wrestling that the team with the most tags wins?
Not the most tags, it's the most control. I believe Kevin Kelly. And right now, Alex Reynolds is in control.
Great commentary here.
When you look, of course,
That's something that you don't hear spoken about enough during tag matches, is the value of tagging in now. It's not just a matter of who gets their turn at doing stuff. Because I feel like a lot of wrestling fans see it that way. Where it's like, all right, let them get in a few moves, and then you let them get in a few moves. But no, there's really a psychology to even that. That's kind of lost in today's art.
That's the way you clean the house, Kevin Kelly. Fluid movement by Top Flight.
They do got some great synchronicity. Like, the chemistry is there.
with the ROH tag team titles. You look at Aussie Open, and on paper you would say, well, maybe they'll have it at
Oh, oh man, he splatted on the mat out there. I hope he's okay. I hope that was just a really good sell and not his actual noggin clonking off the ground. Nice power bomb backstabber competent. Oh, he ate shit. He straight up did eat shit, my guy.
The only difference is the edge that the Dark Order brings now. Now, the Dark Order of old wouldn't break the rules. do whatever they need to do to win. So it all in 0 hour, which begins at noon Eastern time. The ROH World Tag Team Championship on the line as Aussie Open defend against challengers MJF and Adam Cole.
Y'all,
Now, of course, the main event
it's like
of the All-In pay-per-view.
15 hours away. All in. Like it just set in. We're just one sleep away. Like they said earlier on commentary.
Something's gonna happen in that match to make the main event so much better. My God, great cohesion.
I love that because the way you phrased it is complete implication is CM Punk is booking Collision, and we have little reason to believe that he is not at least a large part of the booking process at this point, and it's kind of nuts because that's a different level of creative control. That's not creative control, that's booking control. Is CM Punk secretly in creative?
Aubrey Edwards as a shield. Did you see that, Caprice? Absolutely. To bring the isolation on, they would try to isolate Action Andretti, cutting off the ring like the Dark Order knows how to do, and they will wear Action Andretti down. I'm sure both Top Flight and this Dark Order squad would be looking to be in line to take on the winners, whether it's Aussie
Great right hand from John. I like how he's like bickering with.
whoever emerges from London as the ROH World Tag Team Champions. Caprice.
The thing is, John Silver is always on the cusp of corpse, even as a heel. And I feel like they knew this despite the fact that they turned him heel. So it's in a weird way, it still works for it. Because you see there, he was bickering with Aubrey, and I saw him trying to hold his mouth from smiling. And I feel like if you look at that from a kayfabe perspective, it's a fun wrinkle to the character. Oh no, I'm trying to act hard. I'm trying to act mean. When he's just in his nature, he's not. And tag back out to Reynolds now. Who recently went back to the trunks instead of the long boys for his gear. I don't know. I feel like I liked him in the long boys a bit better. It helped him be a little bit more distinct in appearance from John Silver. Just a little notice. Just a little thing I noticed. Oh, okay. So we don't. Fine. Be that way then. I mean, you see, I think this is the problem with Collision coming around after this deal with Fight was struck, because now they don't have to completely guarantee a commercial-free experience. They can just make their full commercial breaks like this across the board. It is technically not against what they said. This is a fun song. This is a fun song. I'm not sure what song it is. This definitely isn't the actual intro. Is this like the Mikey Ruckus Collision theme? And they were like, but we can buy the rights to this song instead. So we'll just use this for interludes. Wrestling is great, y'all. We're back already? Okay. 16 picture. Never mind. Oh, wait. Never mind.
The Dark Order's Alex Reynolds and John Silver. It's Reynolds now legal. Caprice, the team needs help. Andretti so close, but so far.
This is an interesting AEW logo in the background where it's yellow like Collision, but has the red trim to it. The red edge. Okay. I kind of like that.
The fire of Darius doing all he needs to gain control. Nice insecurity. A hard hitter from Minneapolis. Catching Silver, back elbow. Even in the hostile territory of
Oh.
Order corner, making it count. Awareness, who's legal? Referee 2. Tell you what, Alex Reynolds had to kick out
The showcase double DDT.
was in a lot of trouble there. Now the control has changed. Not yet.
Oh.
Reynolds has still some left in the tank. Blind tag. Blind tag.
Nice. Oh, cool.
Man, Action Andretti. How about that double
Yo, the shotgun dropkick German combo will never not pop me.
change the trajectory, Kevin Kelly. Brainbuster. And the legal man now, Action Andretti.
Dude. What a sequence. Ho, ho, ho.
I did not see Reynolds kick out of that. If Johnny did not break that pin up, the match would have been over with. Quick tag.
Almost didn't get over there.
Darius Martin tagged in.
Double team, hang on.
Okay.
Solid kick to the gut by Silver. Backslide. Wait a minute.
Oh! Oh, that just pissed Andretti off. I dig it. That kneeling super kick was extra vicious. That flapjack European was a receipt, though. This match breaking down a bit. Right, Dara. Oh, dude. This is the final third of this match. Oh, stunner. German. Jackknife cover. 2. We're done.
Winners of this match, Dark Order.
That's the loudest I've heard a crowd be for a Dark Order match in a good minute, and I'm so happy to hear it. That's not to say that they're getting crickets on Ring of Honor or anything, but it's been a while since they were really treated like they were relevant by the audience. And I'm glad that they haven't been put in the position, oh, just break up. You know, you heard a lot of people in the fan base say.
I'm here with Darby Allin and Nick Wayne. Nick, congratulations.
Darby Allin and Nick Wayne
Wins
appearance.
here
Okay.
in AEW, but we did see Christian have some words about warning you if you show up to Wembley. What did
Excuse me. Nick, I'm sorry. 16 years, man. Took me 16 years to get here. I never thought I'd make it. When I lost that match against Orange Cassidy, I just thought everybody lost faith in me. I thought Darby lost faith in me. Thought AEW lost faith in me. I just panicked, man. I lost my father too. So I can't give you your blood back, but for whatever it's worth, I could give you my word.
Good. Good. Absolutely good. This.
You're sorry.
He lit like, I'm sorry. You could, if you were to apply actual charges to the assault on Nick Wayne and the Buddy Wayne Academy, you could get away with applying an attempted murder charge to that. If I was Nick Wayne, I wouldn't be like, all right, we cool. Like, no, that's not a keep AR Fox away from Christian. You son of a bitch. Where are they at?
Everybody wanna be the badass till they have a bad day, till they get the backlash, till they get the backhand, but we getting back up every single crash land, every single time. You know that we fighting through the pain, moving to the top of the line. Ain't nobody messing with the flame. It's the return of the gunslinger, the one and only. Make the ops say they prayers, they getting holy, of course. Back on course, it's from the source. I'm proud to report we back in full force. Back on a horse, put your back on.
Oh, well, you know what? Okay.
In the bar, we back at attention.
All right, calm down, dude. That's you would be the one to do that with a
Billy took his lumps, the bumps were just minor.
same Zach. Like, dude, like, I don't care if pro wrestling is pro wrestling. You know, like. There's no way to live it. It really was like attempted murder on the man. Honestly, at first I was like, yeah, this seems like a Darby thing to approve him. But the more I thought about it, and the more I heard people talk about it, I'm like, you know, this is a really good point that this was a very rushed story beat. And I understand the circumstances behind it, between not being able to go to Wembley and the bit of heat on him for it, but this really damaged their own story. It was kind of spiteful to their own creation, you know? Woof. Yeah, Dar, like I said before, Nick Wayne, that was an iconic amount of blood spilled. Clap on, clap off. That's great. What if that's how they had the blackout gimmick? What's up, Hassan? How goes it? Hope Saturday's been good to you, fam. Honestly, this is one of the reasons why Acclaimed is so unique, because in each one of their feuds, they do these like music videos, like these, I don't want to say call it, but like these diss tracks on the people they're feuding with. It's actually really neat. I'm back. You nice. I hope it was a fun celebration. Hope your niece had a good time, Hass. I should turn myself up a bit, maybe. That could help. All right, maybe not like that, though. Yeah. I love that Malachi does that. That was literally a story beat that happened on WWE in one of the most forgettable / semi-canon eras of WWE programming during the pandemic, in a feud that involved somebody else who also isn't with the company anymore. So the fact that that I thing is kept, Buddy Matthews is the one that did that to people, did that to him. I feel like a lot of people don't know that if they didn't like watch WWE at that time. Buddy Matthews is the reason why Malachi's eye is like this. Like, that's why he's tied to the House of Black. I get the aesthetic is very different compared to the very tatted up, gothic, horror-looking individuals such as Brody King and Malachi Black. But I think that Buddy Matthews has a place because of lore. And that's why him being so different is such a nice addition. And in a way, a nice juxtaposition from the rest of the House of Black. And Julia Hart almost complements that aesthetic as well. She's also not tatted up. Makes me, I can't believe why. But the thing is, it wasn't specifically COVID that killed him. COVID exacerbated a heart issue that he's battling for the majority of the year. And he was making progress, but unexpectedly on Thursday, he had a heart attack and passed. I hate to just say it so bluntly, so matter-of-factly, but I'm really trying to come grips with it, and I don't want to say move forward in a way of leaving it behind, but rather I know that that's something Bray would want. Bray wouldn't want everybody to sit there and harp on his passing forever, in a similar way Brody wouldn't want that either. And that's not me saying stop talking about it. No, let's remember them. If we, more so me saying, like, me coming to grips with it. That's why I'm able to address it so transparently. You see, this theme is so much better than Rampage's. Why can't we replace Rampage's interlude theme? I should at Mikey Ruckus in AEW.
Had the best reign as AEW Women's World Champion of, I think, anyone.
So is this an Excalibur? I guess it's an Excalibur promo.
In front of no one.
A very emotional victory for the new AEW Women's World Champion.
Oh, its appearance.
You saw the crowd reaction when she defeated Toni Storm to become the AEW Women's Champion.
The heart of a champion, the instincts of a champion.
There's
No.
no crack in Hikaru Shida.
I haven't wrestled in the UK in 9 years, so I do feel like I have a lot of pressure.
I know these three wrestlers better than they know themselves.
Hikaru Shida, Dr. Britt Baker, and Toni Storm, they know what it takes to be on top here in All Elite Wrestling.
We're all four fighting for one title.
These are four of the best wrestlers in all of professional wrestling.
I have so many things want to do with this title.
I have my two friends out there. Everything is going to go according to plan.
I can't.
Agreed, Zachary.
I want more than to hold that title up high.
It's so nice to see the remembrance of him, the video packages, the highlight videos, remembrance tweets, the fan art, everything honoring his memory. I get Starks as a star here, but please give the man in the match his entrance. The belt. The dragon taming whip, if you will. That's horrible. But I mean,
7 foot tall, the acquisition of the newest manager in AEW, that being Ricky Starks. But
no worries, Cam. Oh, good.
in his wrestling suspension, Caprice Coleman, what do you think?
I think it's a very smart move. He had a couple of days left. He used that manager's life.
You know what? Just take the wins when you can get them. W. Morrissey getting featured is a W.
And his opponent already in the ring, Vadi Morales.
Indeed, it is Hassan. Not even tomorrow night. Well, it's tomorrow night if you live like in Europe or further east. But here in the States, it's going to be an afternoon event, which I am actually excited for because that's not something I get to enjoy very often. I no longer have to worry about maintaining energy throughout the day or like waking up neighbors. Major height contrast, yes. Tall lad is tall.
The 7-footer extending the arms, throwing Vadi Morales into the air.
Oh, he's not happy. Oh my goodness. Aww.
A seek and destroy mission. Big Bill.
Um,
Morales crumbling in the corner. Not much left of this young man.
Very Morales.
Starks swinging that belt.
Right, Very went for her ride.
Him suspended for thrashing Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
Oh. Woo!
Easy to whip a 70-year-old man.
Like after, you like tomorrow afternoon, like after church? Yes, for those who are churchgoers, I believe it would be just around the time one would get out of church. Well, here on the East Coast of America. Further west, it'd be even earlier, and I think actually churchgoers may still be in it. Ooh, you're very right, Zachary, because it's an environment where so many smaller people thrive so much to the point where you see a lot of smaller people beating bigger guys to the point where in AEW, or at least within AEW canon, being bigger by default doesn't give you an edge like in pretty much any other pro wrestling environment. You know, you go over to WWE and it's like, oh, this heavyweight versus this cruiserweight. The heavyweight is dangerous by default because they're heavier. Here in AEW, it's like, no, they still have to be skilled enough to apply that weight appropriately because, like, everyone in AEW is a little bit more all, like, well-rounded by default, and that's not always a good thing. I'll preface. Specialties and styles make matchups. Oh.
I'm sorry, guys. I'm not feeling it, all right? I'm not feeling it. So how about this? Next week, I'm going to have a bigger
It's almost like a pay-per-view movie. Kind of, yeah.
This will do, pig.
Yes, Very was a regular on AEW Dark. Very Morales. I was like happy to see him getting some more work with AEW. Oh my god. Look at that butt. Aubrey and Stefan appearance. How fucking dare you? The disrespect. Hey, Ruby Soho.
Have shown some interest in the TBS champion Chris Statlander, and last night on Rampage, you guys.
Hey, that's Aubrey Edwards. That's Aubrey effing Edwards. Put some respect on her name.
Apparently, I haven't been quite clear with Chris, so let me go ahead and spell it out for you. Look at me. Chris, I challenge you for your TBS championship in Chicago at All Out.
I was really hoping it was going to be at Allin.
Once again. Because you, my dear, may be more than a woman, but you'll always be less than an outcast.
I don't know what to do. Sit back and relax, Kevin Kelly. I got this one. All right.
The following contest is set for one fall with a 20-minute time limit. Introducing first from Long Island, New York.
I love her theme so freaking much. It's this. She is a star. Damn it, she is a star. Look at the time. This should show you enough. This is a women's match turning the hour. Yes. I hate that I talked over the first bit of it. I love the bars over her entrance theme every time. Ah, such a boogie. The Willow buddies. Oh my god. Willow like stuffed dolls or some fucking talk about marketing to get you win. AEW wins. Why they haven't strapped a rocket to her to the moon, it's beyond me. But I also understand, I will always respect the slow burn. I won't say always, because I didn't always. But I've come to really respect the slow burn to stars, especially younger stars, because they have a whole career ahead of them. You don't want them to peak early. I feel like Roxanne Perez in NXT, specifically with that environment, mind you, is a great example of that. Please, I would like a Willow brawling buddy, right? Also, shout out to Robyn Renegade getting some TV time. Charlotte's not in gear, so they can't pull their little stun double magic. Can't say twin magic. They are not twins. Oh, nice quarter roll to avoid the drop down. Yes. Kneeling crossbody. Boom. Big ol' smile. I still remember the first time we saw Willow was as enhancement talent on Dark against Abaddon. It was great. Even then, she caught my eye because I was like, wow, she's got so much character and life to putting over Abaddon's horror element. Nice Fisherman Buster. Big bridge-esque grip in there and everything. Didn't get the win, but damn, that was a great cut. Oh, hiya. Right, Dara? Please. We would love to see Abaddon around, okay? I think her gimmick was really neat. I think this... The living dead girl thing is great when the kayfabe is... It's mind games. When the kayfabe is she's an actual horror character, then I think it's a little bit... Abaddon and House of Black? Like... Come on. Oh, that sucked. That wasn't the way it was supposed to be, but Willow made it work. So I saw her was on Dark. I loved her as soon as I saw her. Yes. Abaddon would be good in NXT. You think so? You know what? That's not a bad shout. The character Abaddon. Don't get me wrong. I think... I like her in she's really found her spot in AEW, I think. Well, I say that like she's featured on a semi-regular basis. Has she even appeared this year? You know? But by the same token, like the presence that she has in AEW, I think she gets away with doing, because not any character like that can succeed in this environment. It's not to make it sound like it's like super triumphant. It's just this AEW has definitely carved out an image for itself, and supernatural / like super gimmicky characters don't always fit in this kind of environment. Nice.
Here's another cover opportunity, a pinning predicament that Willow is able to extricate herself from. Of course, Mercedes and Diamante always appear to be never far from ring view.
Oh yeah, on WWE's main roster, that's the place for her to do that, honestly. You know, have her haunting the women's division, perhaps even put her in a tag team with a supernatural Alexa Bliss. That'd be great. Be like the Lady Demon, right there with the Lady Fiend. Yes. Or better yet, a feud even. I think that would be a fun one. They all want to see your smile. Robyn Renegade is underrated. Shout out to Charlotte Renegade as well. Not trying to sleep on her, but I do think that Robyn Renegade is a little bit more advanced when it comes to working TV. A little straight jacket, hold, jacket.
Oh man, this AEW Collision crowd has been solidly behind Willow Nightingale every time. Willow Nightingale trying to get back to her feet, but Robyn Renegade putting her right back down. We're back on AEW Collision.
Ah, yes, that was a commercial break, I suppose.
Battling Robyn Renegade and has been on struggle streak
Nice.
up until now, but this crowd, Caprice, what a difference maker it's been.
There's some people that function by themselves, and there are some people that grab the energy of the crowd, and Willow is one that uses the crowd.
Robyn Renegade has certainly not gotten cheated on any strike, any offense.
Oh, that's exactly it. She's such an affable baby face on a damn near transcendent level. And the fact that she is so legitimate in the ring to pair, like, and that meshes so well with her very happy-go-lucky character that on most people wouldn't be booked like a serious contender for a world championship. She is a very special performer. Yeah, it's hard. It would be hard to book her wrong. That's why she was undeniable in the eyes of fans like us, even when she was working enhancement matches on Dark. Commentary dying out a second there. Oh, Mr. Cabot. Oh, hot. The fact that she immediately felt that in her lower back tells me that she really landed on her neck hard. Either that or she's selling on a great level. What a missile drop kick. Holy shit, did y'all see how fast she shot to the mat? That was great. This match is underrated in the fact that I thought this was going to be over a lot quicker. Robyn's really giving her a run for her money. Which is saying something, because the Renegade twins, I just said twins, even though I know they're not twins. Renegade sisters are in a bit of a TV feud right now with Athena and Minion 400,234 and 3/4. Ref, you see this? Okay. I was going to say, like, if this goes off, there's no reason to not disqualify her. I would have been so upset if they just let that happen. We obviously don't see her as a jobber either. Oh, what? I haven't seen any reports or anything. Have they made a... Dr. Bomb really muscled her up. She wasn't going to give it to her easy, but she went down hard. I haven't seen anything about WWE making any plays to Willow, but hell yeah. I imagine they should, and she should turn right around to AEW and being like, see what they're offering me. Money, please. Because she is a babyface to build a division around. Yeah, she was always, like, in other environments, she was, like, a top-tier talent. But AEW, that's the thing with AEW, is it is a national professional wrestling promotion. So it is kind of that much higher than, like, the indies and, like, lower-tier promotions.
And slightly starved of it as well. I mean, like, you know, this is the first.
Although I will say using people from, like, Impact as enhancement talent, that was a little bothersome. Like,
You know, we don't get a lot of the big events over here.
Tasha Steele was used as enhancement talent. Like, that was cool.
AEW All-In goes down tomorrow, live on pay-per-view from Wembley Stadium.
Like, I could count the amount of times I've seen Tasha Steele's match on one hand, but I know she is great. She should not be treated as enhancement talent wherever she's at. Yes, 100% Zachary. Like, that's not me trying to, not like, that was still paychecks for them. That was still work for them. Like, it was good stuff. But anyways, I'm going to run off to the bathroom really quick, y'all. Do take a bio break if you need it. Run up, get something to drink or whatever. I will be back in just a few minutes. Whoa, what? Oh, this is a video package. Duh. I'm like, this looks eerily familiar. Duh, because it happened before and we saw it.
Redemption, when all out, redemption is coming for you, and it's going to piss on your cold dead body.
He has no fear, Hobbs, and Miro has no fear. So to see these two massive gladiators collide, it's gonna be epic.
I am godless, but I know you are not, because you pray to me now.
I'll go ahead and let you pray to whatever higher being you believe
I knew I forgot something as well.
To believe you can beat me.
Sick.
Hobbs is in that 1% of people that I think.
I get myself some water.
His own against Miro. He can take the fight to Miro. He can test Miro. He could potentially beat Miro at all out.
Big time physicality forthcoming between Miro and Powerhouse Hobbs at All Out next weekend. Hey, standing by, it's Lexi with Chris Statlander.
Chris Statlander, earlier tonight we saw Ruby Soho call you out and challenge you for your TBS championship at All Out in Chicago, September 3rd.
You know, I'm just gonna address my reasoning behind my actions on Rampage last night. I'm so sick of the outcasts. I'm sick of them taking advantage of other people, of constantly playing games, of acting like children. Ruby, if you want to act like a child, Mom's gonna treat you like one. She's gonna take you, snatch you up, bring you upstairs, and put you in time out. I'm so sick of everyone thinking that they can just walk all over each other. I am so sick of being stepped on and disrespected. I am the TBS champion. So if you want to call me out, I'm going to take you out, and I will see you at All Out.
Challenge accepted.
Yo, Keith Lee.
Statlander will face Ruby Soho next Sunday at All Out Live on pay-per-view.
The following contest is set for one fall with a
I hate that Allin really doesn't have another women's match.
from Wichita Falls, Texas, weighing in at 348 pounds, Limitless Keith Lee.
No wrist tape or anything.
Words that come to mind, Caprice, when you see
I'm not talking about this.
Limitless. The guy can do anything he wants to do. Keith Lee has power. Keith Lee can fly. Keith Lee is fast. Keith Lee is limitless.
Keith Lee is making his Collision debut.
So who is this man's victim? Yo, who is that?
And his opponent are in the ring, Zicky Size.
I guess you know what? That's not a bad point, Zachary. From a kayfabe perspective, why wouldn't Ruby Soho be like, I call you out for All In?
I think he's been suspended for more promotions than he's competed in.
Definitely has a great background.
Well, you're missing out a lot on AEW then. Lexi Nair is awesome at her job. She's great. But there's a lot of good rate for AEW. Oh my gosh, worse. There's a lot of good reasons for you to watch AEW. That was the sentence I tried the first time.
Power, personality, and presence. That's what this match is all about here on Collision. The final stop before All In. Tomorrow, live on pay-per-view.
Sorry. Changing your name to Zicky Dice, that's great.
He's saying basket my glory. Zicky might have bit off more than he could chew. But Keith Lee is willing to give
Yo, I'm not familiar with this person's book, but he is a lot of fun. His gear. Oh, wow. What it says on the back really fits.
Playing the lumber. That's Z-I-C-K-Y.
Oh, pounds! Period. This is literally right after Willow's match, so it is kind of... Oh, you're done.
Bye, Zicky.
Spirit Bomb. We need to roll the dice.
it's a decisive victory.
From NWA Power, really, he was on him. Interesting. Awesome.
What a debut.
You absolutely cannot do any better than what Keith Lee did. Everybody's going to be talking about tomorrow. Folks, a lot of people are also talking about controversy with LFI.
He's in great shape.
Look at the camera. Mira la cámara.
Whoa.
Look at this face. Film Preston.
agree with Zachary. The first few couple episodes I liked, although it was a little harsh on the like, "It's where real men are. This is the land of the real men. Here in NWA, real men are real men." So I shied away from it. Oh my goodness. I love this fucking like desperate action movie scene we got going on here. Realistico out here saving Preston and Preston fighting out. I am not Dalton Castle, but that is now the third person in like the last 2 weeks to be like, "You look like Dalton Castle." Oh. Jose the assistant. This was some lucha, right? This did feel like some lucha underground thing. It was some serious, like, lucha scene. Like, it was like some lucha action scene kind of thing. Oh, is it the time for the main event already? Because Samoa Joe's going to be on commentary. Yep, the chair's there. He's going to be on commentary for the All-Star 8-man tag match. You can't be serious. This match is going to have so much time. Joe. His final boss theme.
Samoa Joe, your ever-present king of television. And sometimes I'm amazed.
The song that comes out after this. You know what? Fair.
I interfere in any way in our star-studded
That's a funny. Yeah.
I would jeopardize my newly won opportunity this week at Allin. And I took that to heart, so I'm a little bit proactive. Instead of staying in the back and being quiet, I said, listen, how about I come out here, offer my expert services as a commentator, sit ringside where everybody can keep track of me and keep their eye on me. Come on, Joe. And
I would love to see.
That coward dressed up in a golden diaper and snuck me last week. I will remain a professional. What you need to understand is I'm a man who is satisfied. I'm a man who has gotten what he needs. I'm a man who got the match that he wanted from CM Punk. And this Sunday All-In,
Right, Zach? That's pop.
desperately need. Wow.
Samoa Joe is a man of his word. And Joe says he will sit here in commentary, that he will not interfere.
He's too smart to screw his deal up, in my opinion.
This Sunday, All-In, 0 Hour, ROH World Tag
Let's go, Joe. Yes, I want to see it happen. I saw this recommendation on another podcast that I listened to, specifically from one of the viewers. They suggested, well, they asked why the Punk Joe match isn't a submissions match, because like, would that not make more sense? This whole rematch at All In is built off of the Luke victory that CM Punk got over. Oh wait, that's okay. I'm like, it was like what was different. Kind of lost my train. Oh yeah, but yeah, Punk. The whole thing was like Punk beat him on a fluke. So, would that not be the most definitive way of coming to a decisive winner? Yes, Jack Harry versus Hook is on 0 Hour alongside the tag title match, which is awesome. An hour with 2 matches and enough time to promote. That's also good. Alrighty, Lone Star, you take care. You have a good night, and I will indeed see you tomorrow. if you swing by. If not, I'll see you in the past. Or in the future, however that works. You take care. Be good. The more Santana RFE is with BCC. No, that really is a good. The more I think about it, like, wow, this story. Is it bad that I like this best friends versus BCC feud a little bit more than I liked the BCC versus Elite feud? I think that was a great feud. And for Elite, there was no better way to have done that story because they needed that story to happen for them eventually. Whether it was against BCC or another faction. But I think that... Yes. Should just it all out. I get that, but at the same time, in front of 80,000 people, still in front of 80,000 people, even if it's not on the main part of the show. At that point, I don't care. I wouldn't care all that much.
It wasn't him conquering me in that ring. It was him escaping me.
But yes, I do think, but I have been enjoying this current BCC feud a little bit more, just because it's been a little bit more succinct. It's been a little bit more... It's embodied exactly what BCC has been about. BCC doing BCC things. I'm so here for that. I gotta say it. There's no getting around it now. They're my favorite stable of all time. They have come to be.
And for the TNT Championship, the champion Luchasaurus defends against Darby Allin. Samoa Joe. It's the last match that we'll see on AEW television before All In. We have Samoa Joe here with us.
Yep, that's that Bobby Heenan angle, right? And I think that's a callback to on Punk's behalf, but it's also kind of vain and a little out of place for a few different reasons. Yeah, Zachary, that's going to be a wonderful match. You already know. That's a full-on Big E special. I called it, y'all. It's fucking Hook. Yo, I'm happy. I'm legit happy that it was actually Hook. With TV time remaining, looks at the clock, sees there's over a half hour left on the broadcast. Why do we do this? Oh, same outfit every day like it promised me. Jack Perry, right? The 1-34-1. Will he be the 2 in 34-2? That's the interesting question to ask. But yes, y'all, before we dive into this main event, if you could please be so kind to leave a thumbs up on this video. Would go a long, long way first. Couldn't even explain to you how it could. I mean, I've tried, but don't do it justice. So please, if you could just extend that courtesy. It takes but a single click. Part of me really hopes this match actually ends like 10 minutes before the broadcast, so there's just like a post-match segment to take us out. Because I don't think this match needs to be 25 minutes long, you know? I can't believe that Sting is coming out before Punk. It's just...
Next from Venice Beach, California, weighing in at 230 pounds, the Icon, Sting.
Wow, Buddy is committed. I can't wait to see what it looks like. Just the visual. You know? It's Sting! Yep, there was the initial pop of cheers and then the extended chorus of boos. But then there's the singing of the song. Damn, dude, you could have tried securing that belt a little bit tighter. Looks like if he puts his feet a little too close together, the thing's gonna slide right off. This is not inaccurate, Zachary. The song is indeed over more than you just heard me singing it, right? Samoa Joe on commentary takes me back. Dude is jacked. Hell yeah. Good for him. Straight up cut out. That was funny. It's been a fun episode of Collision. Tomorrow, y'all. Tomorrow is gonna be so fun. Like everything. Got my quibbles. Got my gripes. But I know it's gonna be legendary. Does he, Zachary? I don't quite get that one. You know, I said that whole record bit with Jack Perry, like, it's not possible they lose tonight's match, but it's actually pretty possible they lose tonight's match. Actually, that's wild. A lot of people in this match have pay-per-view matches tomorrow night. You love Joe in commentary. Really, that's unfortunate, because Joe, as great a commentator he was, he's a better in-ring performer. As great a commentary. As great a commentator. I should specify. I mean, not for nothing. Yeah, I get it. Joe was pretty good on commentary. Not for nothing. CM Punk was too. I believe we're getting all the heels entrances while we do this old commercial gimmick. We're probably just going to get Jay White's entrance. Well, you know what? No, we'll get yeah. We might come back in the middle of Swerve's entrance and Ryan Cage will be with him. Yep. Oh, wait. We're going to get all the heels entrances. You know what? Fair enough. This feels right to Joe being on commentary. No, it didn't feel right. Based on Vince's history, think he clearly doesn't know what's right in most instances. Work to everyone.
Next, accompanied by Christian Cage from the Tar Pits, weighing in at 285 pounds, he is the TNT champion, Luchasaurus.
Hell of a match this gentleman had last week here, fellas. I'll tell you that right now.
My goodness.
Don't get the cut. Don't give the cut out. He's here. What a heel. What you don't? You saying you don't get the cutout? It's great. It was there the one week he wasn't, and because people memed it up, they just kept it around to be obnoxious with it.
Man, you look around this is an all-star game. Veterans, young guys at a crossroads, in some instances, the chance to elevate.
Where's your? Oh, it's around Nana.
Swerve Strickland, the mogul embassy.
Past Wednesday on Dynamite, Swerve Strickland made a change in the lineup.
Gotcha.
Getting AR Fox fired after Fox was beaten by Nick Wayne. And Brian Cage filling the role of AR Fox now as the embassy gets set for All In.
Making sure that
Ryan Gage has really been digging the face paint lately. Nana's so good.
in professional wrestling. Biggest house, biggest card. You gotta be there and you gotta be on your best. That's the move that he made.
Maybe me is impossible.
Christian Cage against Darby, Allin, and Sting in the coffin match at All In. There are a lot of personalities. There's a lot
It really does, but man, if I don't love it. It's hilarious. Oh, that is very Ultimate Warrior-esque, isn't it? Huh. Nothing matter on the rapper. Still rap. Swerve and Punk. Swerve and Punk. Okay.
Hey, Joe, got a question for you. When you have these all-star multi-person tags, how does one's ego be kept in check? Because you know everybody wants to shine.
Well, let me put it to you like this. Your ego does not stay in check.
Ha-ha!
Everything you can from everybody out there as much as you can. You get everything you can while the biggest spotlight in the world is on you, and then you roll into the pay-per-view with enough momentum to kick everybody's ass, JR.
There you hear it. Front page.
Woo! Samoa Joe laying it out very clearly.
You know what they say, when you walk among the lions, you never back down, JR. And what you have in that ring is a den of lions.
CM Punk, the real world champion, so he says. Side headlock down to the hammerlock on Swerve Strickland.
Very fundamental is CM Punk. He can do that. He's also got an extensive martial arts.
We're cut out Jay. We'll get the pin. Hell yeah.
These two men know each other. They know each other down in their hearts.
And I know the best, most efficient way to beat him up, JR. You better believe that.
Samoa Joe always knows what he... Like, there you go. Perfect example of what he doesn't do. Samoa Joe always knows exactly what he's going to say. And there's so much intent behind his words. Card J. Card J.
Outsmarted me? No, he cowardly attacked me. Once again, he snuck one on me. Seems like the only way he wins fights these days.
Damn, they didn't even really pop that much for him. Yo, that's just me. Just gave me a question. What does Punk do if people genuinely just stop caring? Like, the pops get quieter, the boos get quieter. What does he do?
That'd have been an early finish. Swerve knows what he was in for.
I'd like to see more of Swerve and Punk somewhere down the line. Interesting matchup. And this right here is
OJ. Because it's an all-star 8-man tag match. Like, the idea of it was just I think the concept is just like, here are stars that are going to be on the pay-per-view featured in the match. Which is something you've actually seen, we've probably seen, like, in WWE time and time and time again done, but here in AEW seldom is done. Ironically, this does feel like, which is kind of how CM Punk books. Be in the main event, because he always says to be in the main. Got him. He's Chicago's Hulk Hogan. He is Indie Hogan forever in my mind. All right. Just like, shit, let's go then. Oh, what a prick. Just kind of dig that. Dude, Jay White does not have an ounce of body fat on him. It's wild. He's so cut. Oh, okay. All right. Nice back suplex. Give it to him. Right, Zachary. Although I think I'm holding out hope that that is a work. In terms, like, he knows what he's doing. Like, the way he's coming off is intentional. He's aware of how it's coming off. Especially based on the report of after that shoot promo on Hangman a few weeks ago after Collision. That he felt bad about because it came off too shooty for his liking. And not, like, playing up heat with the crowd. But it's also becoming more and more apparent that he's trying to shoot himself into a work with the Elite, and I don't appreciate that, because that's really, like, manipulative, you know? Ah. So, yeah. He's pretty fucking fake. No, I'm with you there. At the time when he acts like a babyface, he comes off like a heel anyways. I love that. Darby had to get control over the match and then hand it back out to CM Punk. Like, really? Oh, they want to tag into Sting. Jay White don't want it, dude.
Switchblade Jay White retreats to the corner. That brings in Luchasaurus, and Darby Allin sees his chance.
The biggest man in the match, Luchasaurus, but he's so
Ooh.
But there's bad blood here. It's going to continue to boil over.
I think Luchasaurus could be
This is the match happening at All Out.
champion. Wait a second now. There it is.
Yeesh.
Darby and Sting, a great partnership, a great team.
Here we go.
Yo. The Darby splash and the Stinger splash, and the Darby splash and the Stinger splash. I like it. To me, it's crazy that those two are undefeated as a tag team. Of course he comes in now. I mean, Punk's not wrong. I mean, Joe's not wrong. Wow. I'm getting names mixed up left and right here, y'all.
Well, Christian Cage helping to put Punk down. And folks, we have got to take a break. Match continues. Picture in picture.
I'm with you, Zachary. That's the thing, but... And I hate to come off like a bit of a Punk apologist because, like, I'm also calling out the very not good, like, the not quality behavior he's exhibited. But I also want to, like, I really love the angle of a delusional baby face that is actually a heel. Cody was working towards that before he left AEW. And I would have loved to see how Cody played that out because I was so ready for that to, like, pay off in such a beautiful way. But I know Cody acknowledged recently how meta the angle was that he was playing at. He was kind of not a fan of how meta it was because Like, yeah. You see what he's doing in WWE. That's what he wants to do. And, like, honestly, couldn't be happier for the guy. Because genuinely, he's doing what he loves, and he's doing it in a very featured role. He's being treated like the star that he is. Brian Gage bringing it to Punk here. I actually like that now that you think of it. Yeah. Think about it, yeah. I feel you, Zach. It's just one of those things. Zachary, I'm not sure if you like it Zach or not. But yes, hey. It's one of those things, it's like, I like that angle. So if that's what this ends up being, I can't say I won't enjoy watching it to some extent. If it's done right. But also, Punk's been all over Collision and has been involved in like 4 different stories. And it's kind of too much. Coupled with the fact that the guy legitimately is politicking his own pocket dimension in this company in like a much more toxic way than you could ever say the Codyverse was. It's like, man, get this shit together. You don't have to make this be this way. I'd probably accept him more if he came out like a piece of... Right, Zachary? If he was just more authentically him, it'd be a little bit easier to accept the situation. I think a lot... And, like... I say this stuff out loud because I feel like there are other people who feel the same way but are afraid to say it because right now, like... The bad things about Punk are really bad. And that should be acknowledged. But at the same time, like... I'm not afraid to admit that Punk, from his debut in AEW... up until All Out 2022, was a guy I was legitimately rooting for, both within the character and the person, because like that was so magical, not just for AEW but for pro wrestling. But it's become so sour and so toxic in a lot of ways, and a lot of it really is his doing, and I think that needs to be owned. And I'm not saying that, like, he's the only one at fault for anything. Like, nobody come for me like that, you know. I'm a firm believer of shades of gray. I think there's everybody, well, most people, if not everybody involved in the situation was in the wrong to some degree, you know. I do like a little story that's been told within the match here is that Jay and Punk both kind of, like, tagging out and tagging back in when they can have the advantage over one another. You see, I'm gonna be real with you. I like that stuff. I liked those things. I mean, there was one point where he did reference he referenced WWE a little too much. I get you there, but I was never like disgusted with it. I will say the first time I really wasn't cool with anything Punk related was when he beat Hangman for the title. And that wasn't even for the reasons that we ended up knowing about the match. It was just, I firmly believe that Hangman should have defended his title there the first time. And then they have a rematch down the line and Punk win that rematch and win the title there. Like, that was my belief at the time. So when Punk won it the first time in a match where Hangman is turning heel, after he was calling out Punk as, like, the heel in disguise... And then Punk was just the reigning supreme babyface at the end of the show. It felt off, and I didn't quite like the vibe of it, but I tried to embrace it. That was also the first ever show I did a pay-per-view watch-along. Oh, that was on Twitch. That VOD's long gone. Now Swerve in control over Punk. Which promo was that specifically? Sorry, I'll need a little better frame of reference. Oh, nice. Always appreciate that. Oh. Oh, yeah, that one. That promo, yeah, that was another one where I was like, dude, what are you doing? Like, because he started off that promo calling out Hangman in a very shoot manner, despite the fact that Hangman either couldn't come out there because he wasn't there, or couldn't come out there because it legitimately was not within the show for him to do so. You're the second best Kingston, the third best Eddie. Oh, Hook with the big clothesline. Yo, Hook and Swerve, let's go. Let's go. Fuck yeah, dude. Hook is another one. He has a potential to be one of my favorites when all is said and done. They've done a great job at highlighting his strengths and hiding his weaknesses. My only problem is that he has not been in the story sooner. Thankfully, that's happened, though. Also, his hair is, like, just been like, bro, no. Jay White, you prick. Oh. You're not your dad, he said. Damn. Shit on Hook. He has great potential, damn it.
The cold-hearted persona Hook has been exploited by Jack Perry. And again now, reacting emotionally.
That's an interesting angle, Zachary. Hook versus Swerve feud would be wild, Kim. I'd be so here for that. Christian took Hook under his wing. That's another interesting angle. But, the only reason I don't like that is because Jungle Boy, who is aligned with them and hates them, also turned heel, turned on him. It's like and then Hook, who feuded with Jungle Boy, then ends up aligned with Christian, also turning heel. So it's like this triangle of heel that there is so much blood feud going on between. Yeah, I don't know about that one. See, oh my god! Shutting Hook down with Brian Cage. Also, I just love seeing Hook in here with these guys. This is awesome. I'm so happy that I called this. Hook being in this match is great for him. It really is. I was sitting here thinking, like, it's cool that, you know, people like Swerve and Jay Wyatt are getting to share the ring, you know, with someone like Sting or even Punk. But, like, Hook is. That's awesome. Hook is already, yes, Hook is already so freaking good. Exactly, Hook. He's showing that he can hang in this environment, and that is crucial for his future. For a Hook who is like 23, 24 maybe. Dude's awesome. Interesting. I couldn't find it. I need to cop me some more wrestling merch. Just need to have some spare money to do so with. So I want to see Hook versus Swerve. It will help. Yes. Hook versus Swerve would be huge. I'd want to see Hook go over, but I could also be down with Swerve getting the win in that match. You know, it's one of those you learn more from a... Ooh, audible yell from... Well, I suppose any yell's audible. But yeah, yell from Hook. It's rare. Nice. I think it's awesome that his merch is out there in platform in environments like that.
Luchasaurus now. For all the skill, technique that Hook has, again, always giving up a little bit of size to his adversary. Much more even matchup physically when he takes on Jack Perry.
Yeah, that's a very even fight. Could go either way.
Ooh, I see what you're saying, Zeeb. That'd be fun. I'm here for that.
Slowly and sore.
Let's be honest here, guys. That's nothing to do with size. It's a numbers game, and the numbers are overwhelming on Hook right now.
These are opportunities that Cage needs to take advantage of.
Oh yeah? Really? What's that? Why might that be the case? Zachary?
It's a mugging right now.
Cage controlling the pace. Just getting uglier by the moment.
We are back on AEW Collision. We thank you so much for joining us. This is our main event, the All-In, All-Star 8-Man Tag. Samoa Joe is here with us at commentary.
Man, Hook being the babyface in Peril, for example. This is a role we don't see him in. Huh. Maybe just a contract or something with them ran out. They decided not to renew. They weren't selling like they wanted to. They had environment or something like that. Brian Cage is so jacked, he makes his own head look small on his body. That's wild. Yo, Cam, I'm so with this. I love this booking idea. And I think Hook and Swerve, I think that's a feud that could really help develop the character of Hook, you know? If you were to try, you see his aesthetic, you know, I think that could be a fun story told. And what if it's like the third match is like if we was doing it to mock Sting, funny enough, in a tag match against Darby and Sting, I think. Scuba slam to Jim. It's going for that Randy Savage elbow. Move. He really took his time. I was kind of hoping that was going to result in him getting got. Getting not got, rather. Watch it swerve. Ooh, nice. Rake of the eyes. Ooh, nice.
Uh-oh, Luchasaurus gonna take care of him. Sting is in. Luchasaurus does not know it yet.
Right? It's wild. He does the thing, and it's so dumb. Also, happy National Fuck Hulk Hogan Day. Every day is Fuck Hogan Day, so fuck Hulk Hogan from me to you and yours. Oh. There we go. Quarter roll. Code red. Nice. Tag through the middle rope. Sure, let's call it. Why not? Pop-up powerbomb. Gross. And another. Oh. No, dude. No. Pop-up powerbomb into an F10. What the fuck? Discus. Oh, nope. Got a boot for it. But gets us. Got to get us. Oh. Wow. Brian Cage tapped out. Wow. My internet just blooped so hard right there at the end there. But thank goodness it was just a bloop and not a full crash. And it's at the end anyways. We seem to be fine regardless though. That was wild. That scared the fuck out of me. Yeesh. Jack Perry was not able to get the jump successfully, though. Oh. Joe versus Hook. Oh. Oh, they're beating his ass. Oh. It's wild because from kayfabe standpoint, they literally have to make like an 8-hour flight for a show that's happening in like 14 hours. Previous of the Stadium Stampede with the wrong winners. Maybe I missed a message earlier. Wow. Yes, y'all. That was Collision for the evening. Thank y'all so much for hanging out. It's a fun night. All things considered. Show wasn't like 10 out of 10 kind of quality, but wait there for a second. But overall, was a real fun watch. Tomorrow, All In. Oh, I'm so excited, y'all. It's gonna be a very different time. It's going to be stream is going to be starting at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. BST. Do tune in appropriate time in your region. If I did not list it there, I apologize. Do drop a thumbs up on this video if you haven't already, please, and so much on your way out. Really appreciate it. What a collision indeed. Everybody was on it. It was so wild. That brawl at the end got gnarly. Everyone was scrapping. But there was something else I wanted to say. Oh, yes. Next week's Collision watch-along will not be happening because there will instead be a WB Payback watch-along. Collision will instead be a watch party happening on the Discord server immediately after Payback. Post by myself. Thank you, Tobias. Really appreciate you stopping by. It was indeed a quality show. All In. Oh, that's going to be such a fun time. Do swing by once again. I'm not sure. Do I still have it copied? Yes, there it is. That is the link to the All In watch along stream. Do click there, hit the notification on to make sure you don't miss it. Hell, hit the thumbs up there if you're already swinging by. Why not, right? YouTube likes those pre-stream interactions. But until next time, y'all, until tomorrow morning/afternoon, I've been your host, Abby Devin. Happy wrestling, y'all. Peace.